Here's your favorite part of the day, wrestling news with Bo and Comicbookman.
Give it! Go! Hell with it!
Wrestling News, episode 65, The Drummers of Zonk.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for... Take it.
Wrestling news, and why are you still here?
Because I fired Uncle Pete, I'm taking his place.
You did not fire him.
No, I didn't. Uncle Pete is still on the road. Believe it or not, he's still on the road.
Yes.
He's in exile on the roads
He actually is
of America.
about 100 miles away from us right about now.
Yeah, where's he at?
I don't know. He's in the road. He's coming to town, though. He'll be in
Our
like
own little
tomorrow.
Jackie Kerouac.
Pulling it out of his ass.
He's
But I'm here, and we're
hitching
doing
a ride with Santa.
WWE news. And WWE news is coming to you from...
Alternate Reality.
Alternate Reality.
Wow! This is where we're from.
Located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood, Alternate Reality, where all new comics are 15% off every day for everyone. Bo's here with me, and our first story up involves Shawn Michaels. Is he, or isn't he, coming back to the WWE?
Shawn Michaels posted a video which said he and the WWE have come to a long-term agreement. He is open to a return, not to wrestle.
Oh, well, what's he coming back for?
But he will do like, well, he will also. He said he's also not the general manager. He may be still doing that WrestleMania thing with the Undertaker.
Is he going to run in and hit people with chairs?
He could run in and hit people with chairs.
You may be able to buy
That's
a hot
always
dog from him.
Right. And he said he will. At some point, he said he will return to the ring at some point, but that's probably a year or so from now.
Okay.
But he's not going anywhere else. Sean's still hanging
He'll
out.
be returning with a broom.
With a broom. Or he could be coming back as part of the WWE Network, which they're actually still trying to do. Why are they trying to do WWE Network?
Well, they want to do like the baseball network. They want to have this sort of regional thing. They were planning on doing this sooner rather than later. Now you're not going to see this till the middle of 2012. 2013, because you're not really sure what kind of programming they're going to show. They've got all this footage.
Well, I would assume there'll be a lot of infomercials.
Yeah, well, infomercials. I mean, even the baseball network runs like, I think there's spaces where they run nothing for infomercials for like 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah.
I don't think they got 24 hours worth of programming, but they do own a lot of footage. So who knows? I mean, they could run a whole bunch of stuff. They're already doing those Best of Raw DVD box sets where they've already released season 1 and 2 together. Season 3 and 4 coming out. So they've got a lot of programming they could use. But they won't be doing this until the middle of 2012.
Well, I would imagine they'd buy some movie packages from somebody somewhere.
Well, all those crappy WWE movies will be on there.
Well, yeah, you can't do it. You can't run a whole network on those
Knucklehead.
movies. I mean, what have they done? 7, 8 movies.
7 or 8 movies, and they got more crappy movies on the way. So
Of
course they keep making crappy movies.
Watch me.
Of course, you can do
Santa with muscles.
You can do a WWE premiere night at the movies and feature that. But for the rest of the time, what are you going to run? They'll probably get a movie package or two.
Knucklehead 2.
I'm sure there's some TV series that they could probably pick up that nobody gives a damn
Thunder
about.
in Paradise.
Send them your home wrestling
That
stuff.
nobody cares about. Thunder in Paradise. And of course they have their wrestling stuff. But I mean, you're a wrestling fan, I'm a wrestling fan. I have no interest in watching 14 hours a day of old WWE programs. So you better go out and get something else.
I mean, I'm a big baseball fan, and I spend maybe about an hour a month watching the baseball network.
Yeah. So, okay. Next up, Martha Hart's lawsuit is still chugging along.
Yes, the Martha Hart WWE lawsuit is still going on. The WWE has asked for a dismissal, and a hearing to hear that motion has been set for the 28th in Stamford, Connecticut. Basically, the way it's looking, Hart's suit against the WWE is going to be thrown out because she doesn't own the rights to the footage that belongs to the WWE because Owen signed them over to the WWE about a year before he died.
Okay.
She doesn't have rights to pictures of Owen Hart because she didn't know Owen Hart for her entire life, and therefore she has no right to that. And the fact that most of Bret's relatives and the rest of the Hart family work for the WWE. So how are you going to tell them they can't give you footage of their own brother? Martha, get the check, go away, and just stop.
Yeah, you better be happy with a settlement out of court, I guess.
I mean, just stop.
The writer Chris DeJoseph,
otherwise known as Big Dick Johnson.
Oh, Big Dick Johnson.
Formerly known as Big Dick Johnson.
Was fired from the WWE. What's up with that?
Well, we told you he was fired when they had the whole bunch of people got released. The call came from Vince and Stephanie. Supposedly the rumor is it's a message to SmackDown head writer Michael Hayes, who was in the doghouse because the ratings for SmackDown aren't as high, which could have a lot to do with the fact that Sci-Fi is not on as many cable systems as mostly everything else.
Yeah, good move moving to Sci-Fi.
So, and if you fire Michael Hayes, you've got no one who actually has worked in the wrestling business as a writer, because Triple H is there, but he only works on stuff that involves him.
Oh, get some Hollywood writers and do some screenplays.
Actually, they've been bringing in a lot of Hollywood writers. The problem is they don't know anything about wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what are they writing? The Vince Hospital bed?
Yeah,
bits?
they're writing skits and stuff like
Well,
that. You know, so it's like, why don't you hire some wrestling writers?
That works to a point. Wrestlers aren't actors, as you might have picked up from watching some of the WWE's movies. Wrestlers aren't actors. I mean, they're personalities, which can go a long way.
Yes,
which
but
can
they're
go a
not
long way. But they are not actors. They do not emote. So, I mean, you can only go so far with writing stuff.
WWE does Shakespeare.
Last story we've got is medical file, MASH notes. Who's on the shelf?
Kaval had an MRI on his ankle. It's fine. He can keep working. There is apparently a story that a lot of wrestlers have been mentioning to talent pinhead John Laurinaitis.
Who?
We're work talent pinhead John Laurinaitis.
Is that his official name, Talent
That's his
Pinhead?
I call him Talent Pinhead. And they're saying, you know, a lot of us are working with injuries, and at some point we're going to have these really bad injuries, and we're going to be on the shelf.
Yeah.
And since the company's not very deep, you need to lever some time off.
Yeah.
Our Truth has a case of walking pneumonia. He's not wrestling at all for the next couple of weeks because he almost died. Golddust is out for about 4 months because he had a shoulder injury. He had surgery. But The Undertaker has started physical therapy on his shoulder, so he may be back in time for WrestleMania. But if not, then WrestleMania is going to really suck this year because they're going to have a lot of big matches.
Well, if he doesn't show up at WrestleMania this year, is the streak over?
Because
it's not a streak if he misses a year.
Well, there's a possibility that he and Kane would tag team, and so Kane would end up doing all the work.
Yeah.
But it's more or less been a given, and they're talking about this is kind of like it for the Taker. He's about to hit that last run.
Yeah,
he gets hurt a lot, and he's moving really slow, and he doesn't do house shows.
As much as I love the Undertaker, he really needs to hang it up.
And his wife's still working.
Yeah, don't hang up wrestling, but don't go away. I mean, you can still come out.
He'll be a road agent, he'll pop up.
Come out to your music and do some stuff in the ring and hit somebody with a chair and
he could
stuff like that. I mean, you don't have to actually wrestle.
Well, he can do what the WCW used to do with that Slamboree thing, where they bring out the old legends out for one show a year. They would wrestle once a year, and then they'd go away, and then they'd come back a year later. They'd wrestle to the point where they were like, these guys can't walk without breaking a hip. Then they stopped.
Okay. Well, before we break a hip, we're out of here. That's it. We're done. We're finished. But you can go to the store's website and check out all the news that he sends me that I post up that involves the WWE. And where's the store's website at? Hey, Jeff, where's the store's website at?
I forget.
Me
What?
too. Me too.
We need help.
I think Sarah knows all this.
Sarah who?
You know Comic Book Man. Flying leaps are all the rage. www.myalternatereality.com.
So stop off at the store's website and check out all of his news. Until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And Bo.
Saying,
Happy Chinooka.
Happy Chinooka.
Wrestle on, wrestlers.
Bye! The December Heroes of the Month this month are The Men Without Fear, Black Panther, and Daredevil. All month long here at Alternate Reality, all of my Black Panther and Daredevil trade paperbacks and back issues will be 25% off all month long. All my soft covers, all my hard covers, all my essentials, all my masterworks, and of course all the back issues for both Matt Murdock's Daredevil and T'Challa's Black Panther are going to be 25% off all month long. Stop on down. You don't want to miss it. Get your fill of The Men Without Fear.